What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. It's that time again. Time for the back nine. Today we're going to take a look at Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I think this is a great topic with everything that's coming up. It should be a lot of fun. Let's see what the staff from CBSI's The Back Nine picked for us. As a matter of fact, big shout out to Ben for putting out CBSI and letting me put out this video. Link to that website will be in the description. Also, a shout out to my man Phil Lee from Vintage Comics and Toys for always providing this amazing list. And it's always good stuff to be looking at. You know what? Let's get started with this right away because I want to share this with you guys. All right. Now that the dust has settled a little bit on the people's predictions for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, let's get the panel's take on what could be the best spec buy for the movie and beyond. We had guesses such as Tom Cruise showing up as Superior Iron Man to even Black Bolt and Kang coming into play. Expectations are huge for this movie. We are going to aim on less talked about books on this list. As always, if you have any picks you would like to recommend, please leave one in the comments below. Feedback is always appreciated. And as I always say, leave some comments and your picks in my comments there. And I'll always get back to you because I've been getting some really good picks from some of the guys in this. And all it does is it shares it with the community. Anybody who reads the comment section will see some great spec picks from some of the better spec pick guys in this community. There's a lot of guys that, although they don't put out videos, follow the YouTube videos and are really good comic guys. So, you know, always about the spec game with this stuff. It's always a lot of fun. And I think we could have a blast with this. You know what? Let's take a look at pick number one here and see what exactly the guys have decided to go with. So, Foreign Comic Guru goes with Defenders number one, the 1 in 50 variant from 2012. This is the first Defender Strange costume. Yeah, I'm not sure why nobody is talking or wants to talk about this book, but here I go. This is the first Defender Doctor Strange in this costume. The regular cover is also a great grab and can be found in dollar bins. I like this. I don't know the going rate on this book right now, but that's a great costume. You know what? It was a nice upgrade on Doctor Strange's original costume and something that was well needed. It would be nice to see if this gets a permanent stay in the MCU. We shall see. Now, Chris Nelms, he goes with a classic here. He goes with Doctor Strange number 178, the first meeting of Doctor Strange and the Black Knight. Meetups first are trending, and this is a classic cover for a vintage book. That green on the cover really pops. Here are two MCU characters that will be around a long time, and their meeting in the MCU is inevitable, I think. You know, it's funny because I was just looking at that book the other day because, as he said, first meetings of two characters has become a thing. We saw it with Doctor Strange and Wanda. We saw it with Blade and the Black Knight. You're going to see it with Ghost Rider and whatever characters. Let's see what happens when Moon Knight first appearance. If let's say Werewolf by Night shows up there or something like that. Just any of those meetups, it's always an added bonus and something that we all look forward to. And now we're going to go with a gorgeous cover right here. And this is Van Denby's pick. And this is America number 8, the Jen Bartel 1 in 25 variant cover. America makes her debut in Multiverse of Madness and expectations are high. So her success and popularity with moviegoers in the film will undoubtedly lead to her having either a film or a series in the future. If that does happen, speculators and collectors will again make a rush for her keys and rare variants. It doesn't get much rarer than this one. A 1 in 25 for an issue 8 of a low-order 12-issue series has led to this one being difficult to find in shops and online. I remember when this book came out and the hype on it. And you know what's funny? 1 in 25s usually go for about $30, but the hype on that book has not died down. It's everything with the cover. America Chavez, I think there's a lot of plans for that character. Remember, she's part of the Young Avengers in the second Young Avengers series. She becomes a part of that team. So it is possible that's a route that they might do with her also, and nobody's even thinking about that right now. So another book that you might want to take a look at is her first appearance with Young Avengers. Just a good pick. And now Jack Kornblatt goes with a great. I'm a fan of these hip hop covers. America #1, the hip hop variant. It's our first solo series. I will go America #1 hip hop variant. I absolutely love this book. First solo series, works really great for the character, and always a sucker for hip hop variants. Yeah, Jack, me and you, we think alike with a lot of this stuff. There's certain hip hop ones that I just love. Of course, everybody likes the Miles. I'm a big fan of the the classic album covers, and when you get them, the Wu-Tang one, and you just iconic albums, and you see them. Of course, Nas' album is the most iconic one that they've done, but there's plenty of them out there. There's a whole list. Now, Mighty Mel V goes with another banger right here. This is America #2, the Art Adams variant cover spec. This is rare, and the streets know what's up with this book. It's an impact cover that is full of fireworks. Great cover. And you know what? I'm not a fan of the way Art Adams draws women, but just the color palette on this book, he did a really good job on it. It wasn't mailed in, and when you could tell when a book's not mailed in, and they put some effort into it, how good that cover can really be. And this is an example of somebody who never ever mails it in right now. And that's Josiah Ocampo's pick, and that's America Chavez, Made in the USA #1. First cameo appearance of America's sister, Catalina Chavez, plus the first appearance of America's adoptive parents, the Santanas. Disney is signing up their future Young Avengers and getting ready for the ultimate coming out party. Until then, we have to walk before we run. I can see America getting a TV series on Disney Plus after stealing the show in Doctor Strange 2. A TV show needs characters and a mystery. What better way to explore her past than by introducing her adoptive family and exploring her origin? This 5-issue series could become a major key series. I am just loving that cover. I believe that's a Jen Bartel cover, and that's a book I am going to hunt because that cover is just gorgeous. I can't pass up on that cover. I gotta find that. And now we're going to go with Topher, who gives us a classic, and this is West Coast Avengers #56, the first Dark Witch. First Dark Witch appearance is always a good one. Seems to come up every now and again. And you know what? I guarantee you that we are going to see the Dark Witch in some iteration of her in this series if everything that everybody's speculating goes according to plan. But how often does that not happen? Let's see. And now we're going to go with Peter Renner's pick over here. And Peter goes with Mighty Avengers #22, The Origin of Chthon. I feel like this idea that Chthon is the real big bad behind Dark Wanda. As the author of the Darkhold and an elder god, he makes for a solid big bad. While his first appearance may be in Marvel Chillers #1, mentioned again last week in the Dollar Bin Digging, Avengers #186 is where he is named by Mighty Avengers 22, where we get the origin of Chthon as the author of the Darkhold while possessing Quicksilver. I can see this playing out on screen, bringing Aaron Taylor Johnson back as a surprise. A cheap book that is another dollar bin option. And you know what? Who doesn't like dollar bin diving? When you can find that book or any book like that that has that implication, that's what I want to say. And it's $1, $2 in a bin, and now all of a sudden, movie comes, next best thing. You don't get the first appearance, you don't get the origin story, or it just goes down. First appearance, second appearance, cover appearance, origin story. That's the origin. That book, if it pops and Chthon comes around, you're going to see it become a $20, $25 book. You get it for $1, make 25 on it, jump on that all day long. That's just something, that's just economics. That's all it is. And now we're going to go with Phil Lee's pick, and he goes with Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme #5, Marvel Zombies variant, first zombie Doctor Strange on cover. I'm pretty sure that a zombie Doctor Strange in the latest, that it's a zombie Doctor Strange in the latest trailer. That was a mouthful. Excuse me on there. His first appearance is in Ultimate Fantastic Four #22, but his first on cover is right here, and I highly doubt many retailers bought this variant. Not a bad buy for $5 to $12 buy-in. Zombie Strange shows up in 5 issues before he finally gets a cover, and his identity is Stephen Strange from Earth 2149. Also, Marvel Zombies is coming in a spin-off on Disney Plus, so there's still legs for this cover after the Strange movie hit. And you know what? I like that. I like the Marvel Zombies picks. If you saw what everybody's picks were there, you kind of get a feeling. Consensus is America Chavez is going to be a big deal. If you know what her abilities are and you've seen some of the clips and her ability to open up portals into dimensions, I think she's going to be a key player for a long time, or at least the near future within the MCU. Some Wanda picks, which are nice. Some Doctor Strange picks, which are really good. And you know what? We haven't even seen like what new characters are introduced that nobody knows about. I can't wait for this movie. This is going to be a banger of a movie. And you know what? Let me show you what I picked here, because I think this is a good book for you guys to spec on. It keeps climbing, and it's a good one. And I'm going to go with America #1 from her ongoing series. This is the second print variant. With second print variants becoming all the rage, I thought this would be a good selection. This is a gorgeous Paola Rivera cover. You can tell it's the second print by distinctive gold lettering on the title. Yeah, I like that pick. I usually don't show books if I haven't invested. I invested in that book. I have a couple of copies of that book. I really like it a lot. And, you know, instead of having to go and look and see where the second print is on that book, now you know that if you see it with the gold lettering, that's the second print variant. So just a little, you know, difference in the cover that if you know what you're looking for, you can pick it up. You might even be able to steal it somewhere where they didn't realize that they had a second print on it. Even though the first print now, not as cheap as it used to be. But second print, big book going up. That's the video. I hope you like these picks. Let me know what you guys think about it. Check out these two videos over here, because both of them have great content in them. Until my next video,